Hi, this is McNeil, the Master Builder, helping you to build a stronger and better life and business. My desire is to daily encourage, inspire, and uplift with my wonderful words of wisdom and the McNeil Factor insights from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Today, we are talking.
Hi, this is McNeil, the
Yes.
Master Builder,
Yes.
helping you to build a stronger
And
life
I'm
and
talking
business.
to myself
My-
again over here. All right, so again, just want to encourage, inspire, and to uplift with my wonderful words of wisdom from the book Think and Grow Rich. We have been reading through this book, starting with chapter 1. And chapter 1 very simply asks you, what is it that you want? Your desire. How much money do you want? What are you willing to do in return for the money? By when do you want that money by? And what is your affirmation statement that you're willing to share with yourself and your self-talk on a daily basis as you recite that statement twice a day? But none of this matters if you are not clear. So if you are looking for greater clarity in every area of your life, start with your desire. And as you begin to work on that desire, your desire will begin to work inside of you to bring like a magnet every single thing that you desire. Napoleon Hill shares with us a story. The story talks about the fact that when he was invited by Andrew Carnegie to Carnegie's home, supposedly to do an interview of Carnegie for a magazine that Napoleon Hill was working on. But that interview lasted 3 days. And in that 3 days, Carnegie ended up interviewing Napoleon Hill. And he asked Napoleon Hill at the very end of that interview if Hill would be willing to take 20 years of his life and do the research on the philosophy of success by analyzing the successes and the failures of thousands of people and come to an understanding and document the process of why is it that some people can be born into abject poverty like Carnegie was and end up at the end of his life as a billionaire. And then how is it that some people can be born very wealthy and end up in poverty? Well, the end of that story we're living today because it never ends, it's ongoing. You see, because that philosophy was documented by Napoleon Hill. That philosophy is in many of the books that he's written, but in particular, the Think and Grow Rich book. But the question for you today is this. Regardless of Carnegie, regardless of Hill, what is it that you want? How much of it do you want? Have you really given it any thought? You see, when I was introduced to this philosophy, by just picking up the book in 1979 at 9 p.m., December 31st, New Year's Eve, when my husband and friends decided to go out and celebrate the new year, I decided to stay home and read this book. And in the reading of the book began to read me. I realized that night that I was broke, more bills than money. I was broken and I was hopeless. That's where I was. But from living in this philosophy 5 businesses later, I can sit here and share with you that this philosophy only works if you work it. It's not about me, it's about you and what is it that you want and are you willing to do the work? If you are willing to do the work on you, I might be able to help you take that to another level. You see, because my desire is to help my clients get greater clarity in their highest income producing areas of their business and their life. And I've documented that process since 1979. But the question is, what is it that you want? Again, my name is Ann McNeil, and I am the Master Builder, helping you to build a stronger and better life and business, and continuing to share, to encourage, to inspire, and to uplift. And I will see you tomorrow.